Welcome to the 6 Feet Apart Short Play Film Festival, put on by Avonlea Theatre Company, the Angelus Theatre, and Cobb & Co. Theatre Productions. All plays are written, directed, and read by local talent. Please stick around to the end for interviews and to find out how you can be a part of community theatre.
Leah? It's dark, Leah.
I'm here, Ashing lass.
It's so dark.
You know we need to save the juice by putting out the lights while we sleep.
How do I know that? You just told us to.
Hush now, hush. There'll be a few more days digging to get to us, but they're coming. They're coming, we just need to be patient. We've food and water, and as long as we save the generator for cleaning the air.
They're not coming, it's all a lie. If they were coming, you wouldn't care about saving things. Watching our food, putting us in the dark.
They're coming. They're coming, but it would be foolish not to plan for there maybe being a hiccup now, wouldn't it?
Oh, I don't think they're coming at all. I'm never going to see again. I'll be lost here in this dark forever.
Here now, here's a light.
It's so little.
Whilst I'll put on the main.
Don't leave me. It's enough. The light is enough. Just don't leave me.
I'm here, Garly. I won't leave. Haven't I always cared for you? I'll see you safe to the surface when they come. Any day now, they say.
You made it all up. How do any of us know what the tapping is?
It's Morse code. And haven't they been replying to my questions?
You say they have, but how do we know?
I said I'd teach the Morse to anyone who wanted to learn it. I did, didn't I?
Yes.
Would I have done that if I was lying about what they were saying?
Don't be too daft to learn it.
You're not daft. Just scared. Just scared, little cousin.
Well, and don't I have a right to be stuck in this hole with no way out?
Shall we try again?
Better than thinking.
A, short, long. B, long, short, short, short. C, long, short, long, short. You try. A, B, C. No. Long, short, long, short. Now all three. Good. Now D. Long, short, short. No, lass, that's B.
I can't concentrate. The walls are closing in and I can't think of anything else.
Hush, lass. We'll be out and then this will all be a dream. A dream we'll be glad to awaken from.
The outside world seems like a dream to me now.
No, lass, it's right up there for us. Green and blue and white, with loving arms waiting.
Not for me. You're the one with all the boys.
There's your father and my brother and pretty little Killian.
You never gave me a second look.
And how do you know? You were always too shy to even glance at him yourself.
Well, if I get out of here, I won't be. I'll go right up to him. I'll dance with him at the horse fair. Dance and sing and be the queen of it all. We'll dance with all the boys. All through the night we'll dance until the bonfires die low and the red harvest moon comes up. In the dark, with all the stars shining above. In the dark.
Of course you will, Larkin. You'll dance in the good fresh air on the fallen leaves with a lad on each arm. But now, let's get some sleep.
All right.
Everything is better in the mornings.
Yeah,
Yes?
tell me about the outside.
As soon as you get away from the mines, the green begins. Miles and miles of it rolling over the hills and the hedgerows. And the sky so blue it sings in your eyes. And down below, the roll of the wonderful deep blue ocean. And all of it dotted with white. Sheep on the hills and surf on the sea and the clouds rolling in. And then the rains come. Good, healing rains.
What about the inside?
And the rain sends you running for shelter into the pub. And there's a mist inside too, arising from wet coats in the heat of a good peat fire. And Seamus with a pint for you, and Mikey calling from the dartboard, and pretty little Killian clearing off the tables. And some good soda bread, fresh pâté to put on it. And then maybe old Tommy pulls out his fiddle and calls to Killian to sing. And his voice is as clear and sweet as a stream at the top of a mountain. Aisling. Good.
We are here with Beth Bruner, the playwright behind Buried. Beth, when I read this one, I thought it was a very deep piece, pun intended. I loved that it was sort of ambient. It wasn't a lot of action. And that was actually kind of refreshing, because a lot of plays can feel a little stilted with a forced beginning and middle and end. But this was more of a slice of life, taking a perspective that's not yours and having an outlook that just makes you think a little bit. So tell me a little bit about your process that led up to this play, Buried.
Well, it was actually a project for the playwriting workshop that Meat and Potatoes ran. And we were supposed to do something based upon a current event, inspired by a current event. And I'm always very bad at that. And the middle of one night, I was listening to it was the middle of the Chilean mining disaster a number of years back. And I was listening to a psychologist talking about the fact that once they got out, the fact that people were giving them all these things and promising them all these things might actually be bad for some of them, because surviving something like this, being reminded of it, can give you PTSD, even if you were fine during the event. So this is actually the first scene of a full play.
Okay.
And the entire rest of the play is what happens to those two men after they get out.
Mm.
But it kind of stands on its own. And I've always been a big fan of Lady or the Tiger stories, where you end up going, what's going to happen next? I don't know what they decided. So
now I could tell that there was a lot of there was a lot of allusion to the Irish culture, and I was wondering if you had any experience with that.
Yes, I lived in, my mother is third generation Irish American, and we lived in Ireland for a year when I was in high school. So, in fact, all those names are classmate names.
Wow.
The characters.
Well, Beth, for people who are interested in your work, do you have any other upcoming projects or anything that can help us find out more about your work?
Well, I've got two things. One is I've got a play that's being included in Wasatch Theater's collection of shorts that's supposed to come up the end of May, sometime in June. I'm not sure which. But also, I so loved what Justin did with Buried that we've gotten some friends together, and he's going to do a reading of the whole play.
Fantastic.
So.
All right. We're glad that we're bringing people together and making theater happen. So thank you so much, Beth. From actors to directors, playwrights, and crew, community theater is a labor of love for which everyone volunteers their time. But without live audiences and ticket sales, the COVID-19 pandemic could mean the end for some theater companies. To keep community theater alive, all we ask is that you help us out by enjoying our upcoming season. Prometheus Unbound by local playwright Mahanrai Stewart is an epic fantasy adventure exploring Greek mythology and Christianity. Take My Death Away by local playwrights Stephen and Teresa Gashler is a romantic comedy and Halloween-themed musical featuring haunting bluegrass. Both shows will be awesome. Even if you can only buy one ticket, you'll be supporting the arts in your local community and helping playwrights, actors, directors, and musicians pursue their dreams. If you want to be a part of an upcoming production, just send us an email. We'd love to have you. Thank you for your support.